A remarkable transformation is sweeping across the tranquil expanse of Lake Mead. Once diminished and weary, its waters are roaring back to life with an enthusiasm that both astounds and unnerves. As this aquatic renaissance unfolds, it brings forth an unexpected and slightly creepy revelation from the depths below. Join us as we explore the enigma that is changing quickly.
Many of you this summer have been heading out to the lake as levels continue to rise at Lake Mead.
Lake Mead, a massive reservoir formed by the Hoover Dam on the Colorado River, sits amidst the rugged Mojave Desert, boasting a shoreline longer than the state of Rhode Island. Its creation was part of a vision dating back to 1902, and it now serves as a vital water source for irrigation, cities, and flood control, even supplying Las Vegas, a recreation hub. Lake Mead beckons fishing enthusiasts, divers, and campers. Recent years saw the lake's water levels plummet due to climate changes and human activity, sparking concerns of reaching dangerously low levels. However, a wetter year has boosted Lake Mead, yet challenges persist. Efforts are underway to channel more water into the lake, but complex decisions loom about its future, including the potential decommissioning of another dam. So, while Lake Mead shows signs of recovery, its fate remains intricately tied to ongoing actions and environmental changes, keeping experts and the community on their toes. Dead Pool. Below 895 feet is where the water stops flowing over the dam, which means it can't produce electricity for the many people who rely on it. The lake's water went down because of a really long and super dry time called a mega drought in the southwest United States. This drought was worse than anything we've seen in over 1,000 years, and experts mostly blame people making the climate change. The dry weather made it so the regular rain and snowfall couldn't fill the lake as fast as people used the water. The government was about to say there wasn't enough water, and Lake Mead was close to getting to a level where the electric generators might have to stop. The winter of 2022 to 2023 was one of the wettest in a long time in the southwest U.S. This happened because of different things, like special weather patterns named La Niña and El Niño Modoki. These patterns brought more rain and snow to places that needed it. Even though there's been a drought, people started using less water for farming and other things. They wanted to help Lake Mead not dry up, so they cut down on how much water they used. This, along with efforts by groups like the Bureau of Reclamation, has helped slow down how fast the water is going down in Lake Mead. These actions have helped lessen how much water we use and slowed Lake Mead's decline. They did stuff like making appliances use less water, using less water on lawns, and teaching people about saving water. But will this make sure Lake Mead stays okay? Lake Mead will have less water in the future. In January 2023, the water was at 1,045.8 feet. By July, it went up to 1,051.47 feet, which sounds good, but it's still less than the lowest level before. The people who watch over this stuff, the Bureau of Reclamation, think the water will still go down in the coming years, even with the rise. They say it could go down to 1,024.47 feet by November 2023. They're making more water go into Lake Mead from the Colorado River. It's like giving the lake a refill. They've noticed that Lake Mead gets at least a foot higher by doing this, and they want to keep seeing what happens. This plan is also helping Lake Powell's water levels get higher. The experts studied this for 24 months and said that by October 2023, Lake Mead should go up by 22 feet and Lake Powell by 50 feet. This might happen, but there's something they need to make sure of before this can work out. 7 states, including California, Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico, have been discussing ways to save the Colorado River by using less water. California, Arizona, and Nevada have agreed to a plan after tough negotiations. This agreement aims to cut water usage by 13% to help with the ongoing drought. This means people and farms in the area might have less water. The government warns that there could be even stricter cuts later if they don't act now. The government has suggested the idea of getting rid of the Glen Canyon Dam, which would make Lake Powell smaller, but benefit Lake Mead. It's a good idea, as Lake Mead could produce more hydropower, but others, like the Bureau of Reclamation, say the dam is important for the region and suggest using solar or wind power instead. Critics of the dam say it harms the environment and want it removed for economic and ecological reasons. It takes time to decide which way to go, especially when considering things that are hard to measure, like how much we value having the dam, or the cost and benefits of each choice. As Lake Mead navigates its path of recovery, the intertwined forces of nature and human action underscore the intricate dance between preserving vital resources and making complex decisions for a sustainable future. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, please click the like and bell buttons to stay updated on our future videos. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.